Hi, my name is Randy Lavick. I'm the CEO of Marketing Synergy, and I'll also be teaching digital, social, and mobile marketing. This course was started in 2008, and the reason it's called Digital, Social, and Mobile Marketing was because at that time we were covering the entire gamut of what it has become social media marketing and digital marketing. This course will focus on social media marketing, and what I want to do in this video is to show you how it's put together, what the assignments are, and the grading rubric that will determine your final grade. While you are all experts at building your social persona, this course is going to focus on building your professional persona. In class 1, I'm going to ask you to select an industry and the type of job that you're going to want after you graduate from Northwestern, and then we are going to tailor the entire course around that industry. The class will be an asynchronous learning class. In other words, there will be videos ranging from 5 to 10 minutes in length that will cover all the major topics that you will need. Now, the class is scheduled from 4 to 6:50 on Tuesdays, but we'll actually have our sync sessions will be 1 hour long from 4 to 5. After the hour, we will have a speaker who is an expert on some aspect of social media marketing who will come into class virtually and will spend an hour with you. I've asked him to do about a 45-minute presentation of the information that is important to you, and then there will be 15 minutes for questions and answers. Each week at the end of the sync session, you'll be given a quiz, and so that's the structure of our IMC program in digital, social, and mobile marketing. Our course objectives are fairly straightforward. First, we want to talk about business uses for social sites. So we're going to explore Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, YouTube, Instagram, and Snapchat, and then we will be looking for best practices for businesses. So as we go through different strategies, we'll show you videos of the best of breed applications. We'll also talk about promoting your business. We'll look at, and you will have experience with Facebook advertising, Google AdWords, and some other social advertising sites to see how they put together a program, how they test it. You'll learn A/B split testing, and you'll also see how they are managed by companies. Third objective will be building your professional persona. We're going to show you methods to do business blogging, create videos or what are called vlogs, and also how to do podcasting. And you'll hear from the experts. And finally, we'll develop a holistic IMC strategic framework using a strategy developed by YouTube and Google, as well as by other experts in social media and digital media marketing. The course books, there are 2 of them. The first one for your professional persona development will be Known by Mark Schaefer. It's a really strong book about how to build your professional persona effectively. In the book, we will cover finding your place, how to build your professional persona sustainably, how to find your space, in other words, what's a media gap which you could fill, how do you find content, how do you create an audience, and then what they call pivots and grit, which is basically when do you know that your strategy isn't working, and so how do you pivot it to get maximum success building your professional persona. The second book is a tactical business development book, which was published in 2020 or updated in 2020, and it's called 500 Social Media Marketing Tips. We'll look at Facebook in detail, Twitter, which we'll start with, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat are the ones that we'll cover in the book, and they also have a section on blogging. And while we look at Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn, that also works with WeChat and other sorts of social media. So what we do in class 1 is I break it into 3 sets of videos. The first one will be an overview. The second one will be on the business of marketing. And then it will talk about social media marketing in the third section, which will give you a foundation of how social's put together. Next, we will do defining and quantifying your high-value markets. We'll use some cloud-based computing systems as well as some social media sites, including Facebook ads, to do that. We'll go through becoming social and becoming known in social. The final piece will be determining industry trends and doing social analytics. In class 3, we will do determining your place and the importance of storytelling and building your strategy. We'll then do a detailed exploration of Twitter and how that works. And then we'll do advanced analytics and the new media marketing model. Week 4 will be determining your space and creating an actionable audience. We will use exploring LinkedIn and we'll be looking at professional blogging. Then we'll be establishing your brand position, growing your market share. In week 6, we'll do testing, taking your brand to the next level, exploring YouTube, and then vlogging and building long-term relationships. Week 7, we'll talk about pivots and grit. We'll talk about Facebook and Google advertising, and then we will hear from experts in gamification, and then how do you build help strategies. Finally, we'll do care and nurturing of known, exploring Instagram, and then the importance of reviews and ratings for a business. In week 9, we will be exploring Pinterest and Snapchat, and we'll be talking a lot about managing your business. And then on 6/10, we will have the final exam. The points is 550 points for professional development, 225 points for the discussion boards, and then the quizzes will be 180. For the discussion boards, we will have teams. We will be giving the teams questions that you'll be discussing throughout the week. There are several grading rubrics. This is the grading for professional assignments. All of those will be 50 points, and it will be allotted around your focus on your professional market, so the ability to use the insights for the high-value market you want to develop, applying course concepts, tools, and methodologies. For a lot of them, you'll be using tools that will then form your opinions. Innovative thinking is the ability to develop insights and to transform them into a strategy that engages your high-value market. So how well are you thinking about it from an IMC perspective? And finally, personal growth. How are you progressing as you move from assignment to assignment through the class? Prior to class, you will be on a team of 5 to 6 people who will be discussing questions that will be posed each week to the team. And basically, I'll be grading on 4 different areas, and all of the grades for each one of the discussion groups every week will be 25 points. The first will be critical analysis. What I'm looking for is your ability to discuss what the topic is and to give your perspective in a critical way, looking at it through the lens of IMC. And one of the things I'm looking for is not for a consensus necessarily, but for a spirited discussion of the different topics in terms of how does it relate to IMC marketing and how could you use it. The second part is an understanding of the readings and outside references. For some of them, you'll be reading ebooks like Clue Train Manifesto. So how are you incorporating that learning into the discussion? Participating in the learning community. I don't mind a spirited discussion, bantering back and forth different ideas, but you need to do that in a very professional way. And the final piece is etiquette in dialogue with peers. Are you respecting everybody? Are you being a part of it in a sensitive way? Is important in today's business community. So the point values are 7, 7, 7, and 4. Each individual will be graded on your contribution. There isn't going to be a team score. And so what I want to look for is how are you not only contributing to the group, but responding to their ideas and working your way through to a really strong IMC perspective view of the different topics that you will be going through in the class. Quizzes will be at the end of each session. So we'll have, for a sing session, I'll start with our discussion. Then we will move to the expert speaker. Then at the end, I will open up the quiz. It'll be a 20-point quiz. You'll have 30 minutes to take it. Most of the questions will be multiple choice, true and false, and they'll be scrambled for each individual. So that is the course overview. If you have any questions, be sure to email me, or we can discuss it in the sync sessions on Tuesday starting at 4 p.m. See you there.